So how do you create a future vision for yourself, especially if you don't really know what you want or where you want to go? Well, you can start here. Okay, so now that you've done this exercise, like, what do you do with this? Like, cool, Regina, like, I have this future creation, but like, what does it mean? Well, first I want to let you know, just by doing that, you're already mapping out realms of possibilities that can help you get there. Now, there's a couple of other key important factors to this exercise, and that is reverse engineering what it would look like to get there. And it looks like cultivating the feelings that you would receive from that vision coming true right now. So let's talk about the roadmap first. So now that you kind of have laid out what an average day looks like for you, what you can do is on a piece of paper, like literally write a bubble, right? So like this is your average day 10 years in the future. And then I want you to just like brain dump and brainstorm, okay, like what are the different ways that I could get to this? Like, what would that look like for you? What kind of jobs would I take? What kind of people would I meet? What kind of experiences would I have? And just write whatever comes to mind. You're creating a roadmap of something that could actually turn into actual action that is going to help you achieve that vision that you've created. And so once you've kind of brain dumped and done that, you can then look at, okay, there are different things unfolding here. And maybe there's like one or two that call you. What I would then encourage you to do is look at those one or two realms of possibilities that you came up with and then create an actual like action plan. Like, what would that actually look like? Like, what actions would I actually have to take to make that happen? And as you're dissecting this, you're seeing like, oh, okay, really what's keeping me from this vision coming true are my own actions, my own habits. And now you kind of have a template of something that you can follow. And back to the other part of this, right? So the first part is creating a roadmap, but the other part is cultivating the feelings that you want to achieve in the future in the now. And what that looks like is asking yourself, okay, once I have these things in the future, say I were to look in the mirror and look at this version of myself, how do I feel in that moment? Quickly, like, write a list down. Write a list of those feelings. Maybe you're loved, fulfilled, you're leading, you're directing, you're inspiring. Okay, so now that you have that list, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna ask yourself, how can I cultivate those feelings right now? How can I act right now, right here, in a way that is going to lead to some of these qualities that I want to have in this future version of my life? That is also a huge key in getting you on this path, because it's not so much about this future version that you're aiming for. It's more about knowing that you can find that fulfillment and that joy right now while you're on the path and journey to becoming that thing that you're excited about. Now, this exercise is fantastic in so many ways. And really, it should only take like 30, 40 minutes. But by doing this, you're doing yourself a huge favor, because you're allowing yourself to access that inner child and dream big about the possibilities that exist for you. And as you really create the roadmap and cultivate those feelings now, you know that that future version of yourself is way more accessible to you than you may have ever previously imagined. So there you have it. An exercise, a tool that is extremely valuable in having you get really clear on the person you want to become and the life that you want to create. Now, you don't have to do this process on your own. As a life coach, I am here to support you in making this future vision an actual reality. We would basically use that roadmap and actions that you listed out and then actually take action together in a co-creative state to make your best life possible. If this is something at all that you are ready for and you want support in, especially from someone who's done it, then click the link in the description to book a discovery call with me to see if this would be a good fit. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Live, Think, Grow. I'm definitely gonna go take a swim now. So in the meantime, happy living.